to the sea. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. See, he knew it was a dire situation right there. But he knew who could fix the situation. All right? And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And I'm going to skip over here this, but this is where the woman with the issue of blood comes in. She's going to get her healing too. See, she's not going to let Jesus pass by. How many times do we let him pass by? We don't take our stuff to him. We don't get a hold of him because maybe it ain't a bigger priority to us at the time. How bad do we want some of this stuff fixed? If we want it fixed bad enough, we're going to get a hold of the man who can. She had done spent all she had on everything. She didn't have nothing left. This was the end of the end. If he didn't fix her, there was no fixing. So the physicians had done tried. This is what the Bible says. She spent all that she had. And the Bible says that she didn't get any better. In fact, she got worse. And I think on that, I said I was going to skip this. I'm not. See, we get worse too. We can sit here and lie to ourselves and let the devil lie to us and think the situations are getting better. When we're trying to take care of them ourselves or trying to let that person over there take care of them, Brother Larry, they're getting worse. Just like this woman with the issue of the blood. The longer we let things go without letting Jesus take a hold of them, the worse they're getting. They're not getting any better. You know, and I'm going to throw this in there. It's just like me, Sister Maria. And I don't know if anybody's thinking about this, but this was part of what I was going to preach on, and I'm going to say it now. You see, some of that, you can try what the world has to offer you, and you think that your situation is getting better, but in turn it's not. You're making it way worse. Because the farther you go, the harder it is for you. It's not hard for God to touch you. It's not hard for him to touch you at all. But it's hard for you to drag your behind out from where you've got yourself into. Because I've done this. I'm preaching to myself. We lie to ourselves and think that I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And you're slipping farther and farther. And the devil's rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping, and you're growing worse. It's like the woman with the issue of blood, so to speak. She grew worse. Her situation was getting worse. Just like our situation will get worse if we don't get it to him as quick as we can. All right, I'm going to skip on down to verse 34. No, 35, Brother Mark. After he had healed the woman with the issue of blood, verse 35 says, While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? Society's saying, leave him alone. There's no use. There's no use in this. She's done died. We done waited too long. Didn't get there in time. Might I tell you, God is an on-time God? Lazarus laid in that grave for 4 days. He ain't on our time schedule. He's on his. Verse 36. As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. read on down, he goes to the house, and in verse 39 says, and when he was come in, he saith unto them, why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. Verse 40 says, and they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, you see, he got the unbelievers out. Get out. He didn't need them there anyway. Be honest, he didn't need nobody there. He could have done, he done it by himself. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, and them that were with him, and entereth in where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha cumi, which is being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment. You see, no matter what anybody thinks, how bad the situation looks, how dim the situation looks, when the man who can shows up, everything changes. How many people, as I've said, could testify not only in this building, but I look at